742, confirm touch and go.
So 742, runway 9 are clear, touch and go.
It's really amazing to see how the passion of aviation grabs them, and particularly how they feel like they've accomplished something. They get a real sense of satisfaction. When they have that feeling of satisfaction, I kind of know it, and it gives me a sense of satisfaction too. It's a very satisfying thing. There's something about flying an airplane that has a real big impact on a person's life. I like to think of it as it's basically where responsibility and freedom meet. If you can fly an airplane, you have to take a lot of responsibility. If you're prepared to take that responsibility, it gives you a huge amount of freedom. Freedom like a lot of people haven't experienced.
Favorite part about flying is being free and up in the air, especially after you take off. You feel the plane go up, and you feel all the air underneath you, and it's definitely a unique feeling.
There's two main aspects to the program. All the students in the semester-long aviation science program do the ground school that's required for private pilot, and they, at the end of the semester, take the FAA knowledge test, knowledge exam for private pilot. At the same time, during the semester, they have about 10 hours of actual hands-on flight training. And we do that part on Sundays, on their weekend. They're one day off. They get to go to Great Barrington Airport early in the morning. They have to do two things. They have to give up their Sunday and go early in the morning. So it's a pretty big sacrifice that they make to actually go fly. But of course, they love to fly, so it's well worth it. We have also a Provida week as part of the overall aviation program, and the Provida week is to, in the spirit of Provida, which is not just for school but for life. It's actually hands-on learning for real life in the real world. So we have a group of kids who join this particular Provida trip from leaving Massachusetts and coming down here to Florida, Lakeland, Florida, where we are now, the Lakeland Airport, and they fly here for a week. We have every day they get in the air and learn something new. By the end of the week, they've accumulated somewhere between 6 and 10 hours of flight time. And some of those kids have gone on to do some pretty wonderful things. Like we have Billy Sullivan here with us this week, who graduated from Berkshire 4 years ago, took the aviation science course, and is now finishing up his degree with the University of North Dakota after a full 4-year professional pilot training. He was a national aerobatic champion for UND. He's a very accomplished, experienced pilot. He's now an instructor. Came back here with us this week as part of our instructing team.
Yeah, so my passion for aviation and where aviation all started for me was with Michael Lee and Peggy Loeffler. They were both great to me when I was at Berkshire, let me fly every Sunday, and that's where it all started for me. And being able to go up in the air with an instructor and fly an airplane is definitely, it's a big confidence booster, and it can translate into any aspect of your life.
And this initial experience here during the Provida week is really what lights the fire for a lot of kids, and they get very passionate about aviation. And you can see it happen as the week progresses. It's just something that they want more of. It's in their blood, and many of them will go on and continue and become accomplished pilots.
But if you come down to Florida and you get up in these planes, you'll be exposed to a lot of different scenarios that you wouldn't normally be exposed to. And that just teaches you for life, and that's the whole motto for Provida.
Berkshire had a long history with aviation, going all the way back to World War II, when there was a shortage of pilots for the war effort, and there was a need to train pilots quickly. So the school cooperated with the military and took pilots who were destined to become aviators in the Air Force or one of the services, and they actually came to Berkshire for part of their high school, and at the same time went to Great Barrington Airport, the local airport where we fly today, to take their initial pilot training. And after just a few short hours of training, most of them were able to be soloed, and after they soloed, they went off to join the services and fly and become pilots, a lot of them in World War II. I don't know of any other private schools that offer a program quite like ours. There are schools around that offer aviation programs, and they vary. Very few of them focus on pilot training, and very few of them have hands-on flying as an integral part of the program, which is basically covered by the program. And I think the thing that's made this aviation program there so successful is the tremendous support it gets from all sectors of the Berkshire school community. The alumni, the administration, and all of the faculty, and they really are supportive of what we're doing.
He just nailed 3 landings in a row.
Really?
Absolutely nailed them.
I think Berkshire is just an amazing, wonderful place. It's a school, I think, that really lives up to its motto. It is about learning for life.
Because of Berkshire's aviation science program, I will be continuing my path and hopefully looking for a career in aviation and possibly the armed service.